Welcome to Sipping Reality X with Jill and
Megan.
So we're sitting here and I am going to be redoing Megan's braids.
Yeah,
really bugging her.
I did a really bad job.
They are still really wet, so
it'll be helpful. Okay, yes. Good. Yeah, I did it really quick before I got out over here and they look terrible. So she's doing that while we're talking.
Yeah. What were we talking about? So we just recorded like half an episode and then realized that
my mic wasn't working.
Mic wasn't on. We had some interesting discussion about being disenchanted. So maybe we should go right back into
that. Let me do that. Okay, so we basically recap. We were talking about not letting the world or the dating world or just like shitty people like changing us and how we approach making new relationships and all of that. And I was talking about a friend of mine who had texted me and said, hey, I read your last 2 writings on your FetLife profile. I was like, okay, yeah, what'd you think? And he said, you sounded a little disenchanted. I don't know if I told him what that meant. Sorry, I just leaned my head towards her. She pushed my head.
I just pushed it where I wanted it.
She did.
We're good at that. Just comply.
Get right there.
Put it right there.
But it meant a lot to me. Like, that kind of changed my position mentally on how I was like portraying myself, because my writings were like, I'm just really tired of like all these messages and people being disrespectful, and I'm just getting tired, and it's like, ew.
Ew, it is. It's a big ick.
It's gross. And I was like, ew, I'm not gonna portray that to the world anymore. And I think disenchanted was like, just like that word right there. It was like, I don't want to walk around with that energy, like just jaded and bitter and disenchanted.
No. What's better to do is to take that hurt and use it to drive us towards becoming, what's the word I want? I want a better word than this, but being smarter when it comes to choosing who we choose, and how we interact with people, right?
Yeah.
We can use it to make us a victim and make us disenchanted. A great word, by the way. Disenchanted.
Really?
Or
it changed my whole view to hear that I was coming off that way.
Yeah, or we can use it to drive us towards becoming more loving, more vulnerable, better, and making smarter choices.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
which I think I have since then. I mean, I deleted those writings, and the very next one I put out was about like turning a new page, leaving all that good and bad experiences behind, and just moving forward and growing. And I really like meant it.
Well, whenever whenever the first thing that some man does on one of these apps, whether it be Field, FetLife, or just a regular dating app, when the first thing they do is say something negative, or, oh yeah, well, I just got out of this bad relationship, it's like, even if that's true, if they lead with some victimizing stance, I'm a victim of this because of this, it's like, bye.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's very much.
I had one guy that was like, yeah, I have a girlfriend, but I'm going to not be with her very soon. I gave her a lot of money, and I've been helping her out, and she just uses me, and yeah, so that's not going to last very long. Like, does that get you chicks? Because, wow, that was really unattractive.
Yes.
And you're telling me you're still in a relationship and you're messaging me, which is also not. Anyways.
Well, Megan just got on Field again, and we've been having fun with that this morning.
Yeah, she made me make a profile yesterday.
I did. I was like, just make a darn profile. She's like, oh, I always get so annoyed. I'm like, just make a profile. Just do it. I'd love to hear some comments from all of you. Some of you are probably like, no, don't do it. And other ones are like, yes, just do it. But I'd love to hear it all.
I really love you doing my hair.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
You're enjoying it?
Yeah.
The problem with the other one, which is going to happen with this one, is it doesn't look perfect towards the bottom because there's always one that has less hair.
Yes, I know.
And it ends up getting way less at the bottom And then it just does not look as good as it could.
Yeah.
And I kept it separated the way you had it since I don't have like a brush or anything. But same thing's gonna happen. Besides that, it looks great.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, I only like to do a tight braid and let it dry, so it looks curly when I take it out anyway.
It looks.
Yeah.
You found an interesting man on there, though.
Yeah, and
Intriguing you?
well, and he had already intrigued me on it. We didn't realize that we were already connected a while back on another platform. So yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I've really been interested in matching with people that I wouldn't typically match with. And, you know, now I'm experiencing all kinds of new, interesting, exciting things. I had mentioned when we were recording before that I'm going to get to experience a ball gag soon.
Oh yeah.
Possibly tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And
Yeah,
she asked,
about
what
it.
would you ask me? What my
I
experience? I
asked-
like ball gags.
Yes. Well, you have one, right? That's your own.
I do.
Right?
Yeah.
So I asked Megan how she felt about her ball gag and
Yeah,
what her experience was with it.
My experience wearing a ball gag is, well, you drool a lot from wearing one, which you had asked me if I liked that, and I said yes, because it feels very primal, animalistic, carnal, like you're like a trapped animal. Like, I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah, see, at first, like, the thought of just, like, sitting there and drooling does not intrigue me. And I'm like, oh. Like, the whole point of the ball gag is that I can't talk.
You didn't think about drooling.
I wasn't thinking about the drooling. So when you first said drooling, I was like, oh, I'm just going to sit there and drool. That's not sexy. And then she was like, oh, but it makes you feel primal. And I was like, animalistic. I was like, ooh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that does intrigue me. So that might be fun. I'd like to get a little angry because I have this, apparently I have this anger kink. Is there such a thing as an anger kink?
Probably.
There must be, because, I mean, I've never heard somebody...
Angry sex?
Yes, an angry kink. I have this angry kink that I've just discovered, and it's because I have all this anger, and I feel like I'm a lot less angry of a person, though, aren't I?
Yeah.
And yet, like, now I really want to explore this anger kink, where I just really want to get, like, angry, and I just want to really make the person that I'm with angry, because I'm angry, and make them angry, and then we just, like, angry fuck.
I feel that way, too.
Oh, and, like, if you add in the animalistic, like, primal stuff with the there's, like, right?
I know.
Does that, like, do something for you right now?
Oh, yeah, it does.
That is doing something for me right now.
No.
Yeah, see how it's small, so it looks a little... Doesn't look it's not perfection. They're not the most perfect braids in the world.
I don't know why they're coming out like that today, but whatever.
It's because this one has so much less hair than this one. And this one's got kind of like medium. It's like the three little bears.
Aww.
There's like the big strand, and the medium strand, and the baby strand.
That's so cute.
The daddy and the mom.
Oh my god, are we serious right now?
We are.
I love braids.
Oh
I like
God.
pigtails.
We are funny. Well, Megan's initial comment was that she was desiring to have hers pulled.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure plenty of you would comply with that desire.
Oh, I'd really like to have them used as handles right now.
Oh my goodness. That could be primal.
It is.
Oh, there's something about that word right now that's really doing something for me. I don't know. I just can't let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? That's why. That's why it looks like that.
That's fine. They're nice and tight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I like sitting next to this heater. It feels really good.
I don't think we can do this podcast without acting like 12-year-old brains.
I know.
Any word we say just all of a sudden becomes sexual.
You're like, ooh, tight. Ooh.
I bet we can make anything in this room.
How did that door open?
Right
Did you open that door?
No.
We didn't leave the room. Did you?
I don't know. I might have.
I don't remember you leaving the room.
I don't remember either. When you first came in here, you shut it.
Yeah. Huh. I'm going to shut it.
Okay. She's going to shut the door. It's open, and neither of us can remember if we walked out. I'm pretty sure I did. I got up and threw something out, maybe? No?
I don't.
Yes?
I really don't think so.
Well, we can't trust our brains.
I can't. No, I forget things a lot.
They do look better. It's just that one strand's a lot smaller than the other one.
Thank you for doing that.
They're just the three little bear braids.
They're really cute.
We can call this episode Three Little Bears.
Oh, we should.
I wonder what the three little bears did with the little blonde girl.
Oh my god, I could write a whole erotica on that.
Oh my gosh, we can link it to the podcast.
I totally should.
Erotica and the three little bears and the
You
little
guys should.
girl.
We should put a vote on this episode if you want me to write that or not.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. That would be a fun one to write.
Wow. Whoever thought that you putting your hair in braids today would end up with so much interesting
Erotica,
conversation.
Three Little Bears.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a lot of ideas in my head now. I am so dirty. It's disgusting.
Oh,
I have a
Red Riding Hood with the wolf.
I can't. Oh no.
Oh,
Don't even get. I've
goodness.
already thought about that before.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh goodness.
I have a deplorable mind.
Oh my gosh. I have thought of every time I go to the reservoir. It's been winter, but all fall, I should say. Every time I was at the reservoir walking or jogging, I'd always think about how I would love for this just like attractive man to start coming the other way and just like grab me and take me into the woods.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I have thought about filthier, more fantasy things in the woods, like
You have. I've heard it. You can share.
like minotaurs
Oh, okay. You haven't shared that with me.
and wolves. Yeah, like stuff like that.
Oh, like an actual wolf?
Well,
Or a
like
person dressed up as a wolf?
like a fantasy, like
role play?
no, but not
Or
like
like
a
fantasy in your mind of
Yes.
that happening, but it wouldn't really happen.
yes, it would could never.
Fantasy.
Yeah,
mind
like a
fantasy.
talking real wolf.
Oh, like a, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Little Red Riding Hood for real.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Not a person wearing a.
But you're Little Red Riding Hood.
I am.
And the wolf doesn't eat you, it fucks you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never had those fantasies.
Oh my
I
god.
probably will now.
I'm gonna write a whole bunch of erotica on all of that.
I don't know. I'm in like this primal moment right now in my being.
I have a
where-
lot of like Disney princess stuff too. It's pretty sick.
Well, that's why there's so much sexual stuff in Disney movies because so did the creators.
Oh yeah, so we were groomed.
Yes, we were groomed. Like
Well,
to
yes.
think of those things. Actually, it's not our fault.
No, it's not my fault. I blame the Disney creators.
Or it's just human nature
True.
to think that way, and so they were thinking that way, and now we're thinking that way. One or the other.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of ideas floating around in this brain.
The chicken or the egg.
I'm not sure. Both.
Both. Oh my goodness. Well, there's a shark right there. I wonder what the shark could do. I don't know.
You're gonna watch those AI, the shark mixed with the man thing.
A man shark
Yeah, man shark.
can bite my shoulder.
Oh no.
Oh, I kind of like it.
Well,
Little
not if they
animal.
take a
Oh.
chunk off my
No,
shoulder.
I don't want
I'm like
that.
thinking about a shark with its
I
jagged
don't want to
teeth.
bleed. I mean, I have seen some like FetLife profiles where people make people bleed.
But
I
some
don't-
people like that.
They do, but I don't. I'm just differentiating that I don't desire that. I don't think.
I don't
but
either.
I do like little bites, like little ones that hurt.
Oh, I love biting.
Like, well, we know that. We've talked about that
We have,
already.
yeah.
About how much you like to bite.
I like to bite.
Yes. If you meet Megan ever and you're sitting next to her,
I might
she
bite you.
may randomly bite you. We have already warned you of this.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
I don't know what that is, but
I have that too. It's that mouth fetish.
yeah, I almost bit
That-
Jill's date. I know we already talked about that, but
We did. That was really funny. Megan's like, what am I doing?
I said,
I
I'm
almost just bit
so
you."
sorry. I almost bit your shoulder. I don't know.
That's okay. He probably deserved to be bitten.
Probably. He probably would have liked it anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know. Well, now I'm on this field app because you forced me onto it.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what comes of this. It should be interesting. It
I'll
seems like
probably-
most people that you're talking to are on your FetLife anyways.
Yes. Yeah, we've already connected, or they've been following me on there.
Right?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So now I know that most of the people that I'm talking to on field probably are on my best friend's FetLife.
Following me.
They're probably following her and have seen my best friend's nakedness.
Yep.
Like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like trying to date them. Like, awesome.
Whatever.
We've shared it all now.
Your person you're seeing just watched me in the swing the other day.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
That happened in real life.
That did happen.
Yeah.
Yes. Me and the person that I'm currently dating both watched Megan. So, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was their first meeting. That was the first time
he was leaving, and I gave him a hug, and I said, well, this isn't a normal, like, first time meeting the person you're seeing's best friend, but whatever.
Yeah, he sat there and watched her get fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Saw her naked.
Yeah.
That didn't even bother me.
No. I mean, it didn't bother me either.
A year ago, imagine how much that would have bothered me.
Yeah.
I would not be okay in the head right now if that happened. I'd be like, dude, I probably wouldn't be able to date him anymore. I'd be like, oh my gosh, he's seen my best friend like naked and
now
get
he's
fucked.
gonna want her.
Or something.
Yeah.
Something like insecure or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And now
I didn't even have a thought.
Now you've set up a whole freaking thing for me to take that woman again.
For that woman to take you again.
Oh, yeah, take me, yeah.
Yes, and me watch.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to be there unless he wants to come.
I mean, yeah.
I would love for him to come, because then I could get a little.
Yeah, you could have fun.
I could have a little fun.
No, but she set that whole thing up. She wants me to get...
I'm a sadomasochist.
You are.
Oh my gosh.
She just said that out loud.
I didn't want to admit that
you look
anyone.
relieved. You look relieved to say that out loud.
Do I?
Yeah. You were like, oh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have denied that this whole time.
She has, but she really is.
I am. Emotionally and physically.
I think it's just going to get worse.
This is the beginning. It's scary. I have no clue. Okay, so...
You're about to go down a rabbit hole.
So I'm dating right now, and he asked, what some things are, thoughts in my mind, and I'm like, I am just starting to discover what's actually in my mind, so I don't even know yet.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I'm sure that there's something in there, but I don't even know. Like, I'm at the very beginning of this journey.
I have been in my head since I was like 13 with all of this stuff.
I'm 45.
It's like total opposite.
And I'm a baby.
I've gone from like 13 to 36 years old with so many. I've talked to so many people. I've probably heard it all. I've thought of it all, I think. I don't know if there's anything that can shock me at this point.
No, I doubt it. Not much could shock me already.
Yeah.
Just over the last 9 months.
Yeah.
I've heard so many things. So many shocking things. And I already knew a lot. I wasn't in a bubble.
No, but you're trying to figure out what you like. But me, I've been literally fantasizing about it for 20 years.
Like, yes. Well, instead, this is what I did.
I know exactly what I want.
Instead of exploring like BDSM type, sadomasochist type stuff, right? I mean, clearly I love bondage and sensory play and all of that kind of thing. This is not going away. But that's not going away. That is just too wonderful.
Yeah.
I can't live without that now. It's not gonna happen.
It's interesting. It's
I will not date a vanilla guy again.
The more I experience, the more I'm like, this is like a part of me.
Yes. I can't have a relationship that doesn't have more sexually involved in it. I don't think.
And like sexually and intellectually stimulating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that mind, that intellectual mind that mixes with that sexual craving where you can fantasize in a way and make these fantasies come true and just be able to... I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
No, it's almost
my mind
like
just like floated away.
It's like the sensory, like when you can connect the two, the physical and the intellectual, with the mind and the sex together at the same time. There's something just like really magical and deep about it, because it feels like you're playing out a fantasy in your mind at the same time you're experiencing something sexually and sensory.
Yeah.
When you have those two together, I feel like the orgasms are even better. Like when those two are connected and working at the same time, it is like nothing compares to that.
Well, I'm just trying to experience orgasm during sex, so.
You didn't even know what that felt like until recently.
I know, I still don't. I haven't had that.
Oh, well, but you've had orgasms that you didn't have before?
No, I did. I
like squirting?
Orgasm? Oh, no. But I don't have orgasms when I squirt. It's not like an orgasm. It's different.
Yeah. I mean, I have them when I do a lot of the time.
Or you squirt when you orgasm.
Yes.
See, I think that's the difference. You can squirt without having an orgasm.
Yes.
You can have an orgasm without squirting.
Yeah.
Squirting. We're gonna squirt.
I squirt.
Wait, but I was gonna get to a point.
Sorry.
We went off, and I didn't say it, so I'm gonna say it before I forget. I can't believe I even remember. And we're there too. I think that my whole life I've been a sadomasochist, and it's played out in relationships, like non-sexually. Like, I've literally chosen people in my life who abuse the crap out of me.
Emotionally.
Even physically.
Oh,
I mean, I've been strangled. I've been, like, within a relationship, I've been beat up, black eyes, I've had my head stomped out. I mean, I think I've always been a sadomasochist, and it's just, instead of accepting that I'm one and allowing it to play out in a healthy way with somebody else who's healthy and safe, and we can play this out, but then live a healthy life outside of that, right? Instead, I've just let it manifest in choosing really bad situations in my life.
Well, this is the thing. This is what intrigues me.
This is why this is an important point.
This is why this intrigues me the most. This is why we started this podcast, the Podcast X. And we're willing to be so open about our sexual life is because of that very point. You all have always had this in you, but now you have an opportunity with the awareness to explore it safely.
Yes.
Because it's there. It's probably not going to go away. It's a part of who you are.
I just expressed some fantasies yesterday that I was like, I cannot believe I just said that. Like, I can't believe I admitted that that would even turn me on, or I would want that.
Right.
And at the same time, there is this person inside of me that is not going away, and I don't want to go away, that desires lovemaking and sensual and gentle and soft. And
that doesn't have to go away though.
It's like, I want it all. I want both. And can I have both? And I think we can have both, but
I need
to find somebody who's also into BDSM, who's non-vanilla, but also a true connection where you end up falling in love.
Yeah.
And then...
because making love, there's nothing better than making love.
Now that I have...
Yeah.
I only have 2 experiences with it, and it was very short-lived.
Yeah.
And now it's... 2 experiences meaning only twice ever.
Right.
And... Yeah, now that I have to not have that, I miss and I crave that so
But I could
deeply.
also never go back on, like,
the kink
lifestyle, no.
No.
Because there's something so raw and deep about that expression in that way, too.
Yes.
That is fulfilling.
Well, it's healing. It's like,
yes,
I can have a healthy life, and now whatever part in me desired that tension in relationships, and that, I have this anger fetish, apparently, right? Anger kink, that I want to have this angry sex, and I'm like, I just have this image of, like, pushing or slapping this dom, right? Like, somebody who's very dominant, and they're like, and they just, like, grab you by the throat and, like, shove you down and just take you, and that turns me on.
Yep.
But safely with someone who cares about you, that you care about, and then you're satisfied, and then you walk away from that situation, and now you're like normal people,
you're
and
like
he
cuddling,
treats you right,
and then you go make dinner and watch your movie.
Yes, he's somebody that treats you right,
right,
in every other way, and he's treating you right because you're asking for it and you want it, and it satisfies something within him because he has some anger, or her and him if you're a male listening. I'm just speaking from the female perspective. I always like to wrap in the male perspective.
Yeah.
I forget about that sometimes.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, so anyways, interesting topic today. I think we brought up a really important point that we've been always working towards getting to and continuing to talk about, which is the psychology behind BDSM, kink, fetishes, our sexual lives in general and how they play out, and I think they can't be separated from our psychological minds and lives.
This is why I feel so good about doing this too. Even if we catch slack from people, even if people talk shit, like, I don't give a fuck, because this is, I mean, we're humans. This is such a basic thing. This is something that I think most of us, if not all of us, if we're honest.
If you're alive, it's because two people had sex.
Right.
If you have children, it's because you had sex.
But if we're honest with ourselves, we have these deep things, whether we're playing them out sexually or not.
Yes.
Right?
But playing them out sexually in a safe way could actually satisfy something that can help us have health in our
heal.
life. Which I didn't even really think about until we were doing this episode, how deeply that's connected.
Well, this is why we want to be sex and relationship coaches.
Yes, that's why we're going to be.
Because we do. We have now experienced the healing that can come from this. And we want other people to experience too. And not feel shame anymore or guilt. And that's why we want to come on here and be unapologetic about our lives and share it and be raw and real.
Yeah, and leave the door open for you to talk with us also, and for you to be raw and real, and just give a space and an opportunity for that.
A safe space.
Yes. Yeah. And it's going to be really exciting once we are actively coaching, specifically sex and relationships, and when we start doing live episodes and we're on camera and you can see our faces and really get to know us. I've had people ask, do you use your real name on your podcast? I said, yes, I do. My face is on my website. My name is on my podcast. I'm me, and this is me, and I'm sharing me. And if I weren't to share me, then that would take away from the essence of why we're doing this. Because we're doing this to normalize and bring light to our different desires.
Yeah.
That could be healthy and healing, and again, aren't harming anyone.
Right.
So.
Or ourselves.
Not
that I haven't.
It doesn't harm me at all.
Not that I haven't made stupid decisions that have ended up being a little bit unsafe, but I learned from that.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, but there's unsafety everywhere. I got a message from somebody talking about porn, and they started talking about porn, and then they're like, well, I do know that there's a dark side to the porn industry. And I said, yes, but there's a dark side to everything. There's a dark side to church. There's a dark side to public schools. There's a dark side to private schools. There's a dark side to everything has a dark side.
Yeah.
It's not about not entering BDSM, and I'm not saying entering porn, but entering a sexual lifestyle, because there's a dark side. When if you go to church, there's a dark side to that. Like, yeah. Come on, it's everywhere. And it's easy to pick something out that you want to label as sinful or bad or negative and say, oh, well, it has a dark side. It's like, okay, how's that church you're going to? Let's find out what's happening in the basement afterwards with those little children over there.
Right.
You know, I mean, who's to say something's not happening there, right? We know that it does. And I think it's very important to just bring light to that also, and recognize, yes, there's a dark side to everything, and we have to be intelligent, and we have to heal and become secure within ourselves to navigate appropriately. And that's part of the coaching also. I'm already a certified coach to work with people, and that's my goal with just my spiritual life coaching certification, is to help people to get to a place of security within their own lives, so when they're entering whatever they choose to enter in their life, they can navigate it wisely.
There was I think this is a great example of this. My Aubrey, she saw a post yesterday on Facebook.
She gave us permission to say her name.
She did, yes.
Because we don't typically say names.
No. She said, I am giving you permission now, use my name. But she's one of my best friends. I've known her since I was 6 years old. I met her at camp, actually. And now Jill just absolutely loves her, even though they don't even get to hang out. But it's like we've always known each other. Anyways, we love Aubrey. We love you. We love you.
We love you, Aubrey.
But she saw...
Said that really weird.
It's fine.
I don't know why I said that so weird.
She saw a post yesterday, and it was this person asking what people's opinions on adding a third to their marriage and what people thought. I think that's not a great idea if the couple is doing it because they think that's going to spice up their sex life. If you're coming from that place, there's like, it could be a very unhealthy for that couple to choose to do that, but it also could be a very healthy thing for that couple to choose that if they're coming from a certain place. So there's like it's not just so black and white.
Yes.
You know.
Well, that's why sex and relationship
like, yes, have sex with everybody. We're not going to be out here saying, yes, just sex, have sex with anybody, anywhere, anytime. Sex is great. It's healing.
That's not our message.
It's not our message.
No.
And I think that question that Aubrey saw yesterday was a great example of that, because it probably could be extremely detrimental to that marriage if they're doing it for the wrong reason. Yes. And they should not. And
there's two people involved there, and sometimes one person may be doing it to appease the other person,
not to lose them,
save a marriage or save a relationship, whereas the other person's wanting to go out and explore. They really are interested in that for their life and the experience. And it's really important that there's discussion and communication, and that you both really are in a good place with your marriage already.
Yes.
And know each other well and know
trust
what you're
each
both
other
comfortable
deeply.
With. Yes, there has to be so much involved for it to work well, and it can work well, and I see people have it work well. And
Me too.
Have amazing marriages and amazing sex lives.
Absolutely in love with each other.
Yes, and they include other people.
Yeah.
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
So there's...
There's
really
a lot.
Work.
There's a lot that goes into
all of your decisions that you make sexually, and who you engage with, and how you engage.
Well,
there's so much more for us to talk about.
Yeah, we could do a whole another episode on this, or 5. But we're gonna end things there today. Thank you all so much for listening. We love you. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll talk to you soon.